Hello and happy Friday! For those of you book readers, don't forget it's Free Book Friday through Nook. I will post a link to the book blog so you can get your free book and free app for the day. And don't forget that they also do comments of other free books. For those of you who aren't book lovers, hello, and I hope you had a wonderful week. I know I definitely have. I've had a very relaxing week. Somewhat. Anyways. This week, I want to talk about my top favorite shows. I'm not going to list them or speak them in any order. Just know that I've loved them all. And if I could, I would binge watch every single one of them if I had more time to do so. The only one that I would say is definitely in the right order is number one because I've loved it since forever. And I am so glad that Netflix is recreating this for at least a couple more episodes because I've always wanted some closure. I wanted to find out what happened to certain characters. Anyways, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start this list. Number one is Gilmore Girls. It's a typical, single mother raising her daughter kind of show. It's very hilarious. There's a lot of references. Rory is a smart kid, and she gets into a very good school. And it's just all about their relationship and their friendships and everything else. It's amazing, addictive, etc. I am not doing it justice. So hopefully when I post links, you can just get a better idea from the actual website. Number two is Charmed, and that ran for 8 seasons, and I loved every single one of them. I have to be honest, when I was younger, I didn't really care for Prue's replacement because I didn't really care for her. As I've gotten older, I realized I was being a little petty, and she's actually really good in it. I didn't really care for Prue either, don't get me wrong, but I don't think anybody cared for her from what I understand. But I really loved the show, and I loved how intense it was, and I think it's really crazy that one of the actors actually plays in another one of my favorite shows, but that's besides the point. We actually own them all on DVD, and I hope maybe one day I can go back and binge watch them again. Number three is Criminal Minds, and no, it's not just because of Spencer Reid, even though, he plays a definite part in it. I love all the characters. I love how you get to know them personally, and it's not just about the cases. And it is very educational if you actually watch it right. No, I'm not saying learn how to be a serial killer. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, there's a lot of facts they talk about that actually happen from real cases. And it's just interesting to watch. And like I said, I love all of the characters and how they're presented and everything else. Number four is CSI. I've been watching this show for as long as I can remember. I wouldn't say from the day it came out, but it's been a long time. I remember I used to, on weekends, just watch the whole Saturdays or whatever show. I can't remember how they did it on A&E, but they would just post a bunch of shows of it, back to back, and I'd watch them all. And I wouldn't care. I still don't care. I could watch one of their shows 1,000 times and not get tired of it. I used to have the hugest crush on the guy who played Nick. And I had a really emotional reaction to the episodes where he was buried alive. And I was just like, oh god, they gotta get him in time. It's not right. I will quit watching this show if he dies. And yeah, needless to say, I don't have, I'm not that intense anymore. But that will lead to number 5, which is CSI Miami. And I love this show for the same reasons. I loved the cast for both shows. Sad to see that it only had 10 seasons. I kind of wish that they had continued doing that one. I really my favorite character was Kelly Duquesne, because she's just so elegant and very refined and very sneaky with her sarcasm. It was great. And I liked Eric too, and I loved the fact that they got together. That was the cutest. But no, I didn't just watch it for like the personal. I like the cases behind it. But in order to have a good show, you have to have a good character base, and that is my opinion. And this will also lead me to number 6, which is CSI Cyber. It first aired last year, and I was like, I'm a little iffy on trying this because I didn't really care for New York. It was kind of boring to me. But the main thing that got to me was that most of the people in cyber were very famous people, and I kind of felt like it wouldn't be realistic because of all of the celebrities in it. But it was actually really great, and I loved how they worked great together as a team. And I really loved the cyber part of it all because, like, it showed about hacking and the kinds of crimes that people can do as hacking. It's very educational and very informative. It lets you know that even though some of your devices you think are safe, they're not really. And you need to be very careful. Um, every single one of them has like a little fact on hackers and all of that. And I really like that. So number 7 is NCIS. Gee, I wonder, like, what's my favorite genre of TV shows? Anyways, I don't remember what got me into this show. I think it's because I thought it was a CSI, but they had, like, gotten the letters twisted. But I got into it, and I really enjoyed it. And there's a lot of people that come to me, and they're like, oh, I couldn't watch it after one of the characters left. I'm not going to spoil, because some people may not have seen it. And I couldn't watch it when they left the show, either. And it's like, well, okay, they were great characters, and I wish that they'd stayed in it, too. But this show continues to be good. And then there's you got the fun-loving, sarcastic boss, Gibbs, and everybody's favorite, in my opinion, Abby. She is, like, the center of attention from, like, everybody. But, it's really, really interesting and very suspenseful. I love it, and I will watch every single episode if I can. Number 8 is Librarians. The Librarians also started airing last year. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it. I just knew that the Librarians kind of caught my attention because I'm a reader. Apparently it was based on a movie trilogy, which I have not watched, and I do think I probably should watch it soon. I watched the whole first season of it, and I totally fell in love, and I just felt like there wasn't enough episodes in the season. I haven't gotten a chance to watch the second season. I really want to. I think it's out now or already over with. I don't know. But this is one of the series that I kind of wish had started out a book series, because I totally would have read every single one of them. It's really incredible how they do this. And I like in the show how they have like more than one librarian, because apparently in the movie there's only one librarian. All of them are very incredible. Like they're amazing actors and actresses. Like I said, I really want to watch season 2. I loved season 1. Number 9 is The Whispers. This is also another relatively new show. It started last year. Probably the year before. But considering it's 2016. So all of the ones I said started last year was 2014. The Whispers, I didn't realize until a few episodes in it, starred Jess from Gilmore Girls. And I didn't realize it until that he had cleaned up, because like in the beginning he's just kind of like this person that's running around with no memory. Anyways, all of the characters are incredible. It's about this entity that only kids can hear. And so they're talking these kids into doing these like outrageous things because they want to take over the world. It's just like, they're looking for another home source for themselves. They're basically aliens. And it's amazing how everything goes about. And like every episode you get more build up and more information about the people that's involved in trying to take over. And the kids seem to get crazier and crazier. And finally, number 10, Friends. I think anybody can relate to the show. It's very, very emotional, very suspenseful, very, very sweet. I remember watching the very last episode. I can't lie, I didn't watch every single episode, and I kind of do want to go back one day and watch every single one of them. I'm pretty sure I've watched way over half, though. The very last episode was very, very, like, tear-jerking. And, I love how they ended it. I kind of just wish that it was one of those shows that could have went on forever. Because, like I said, it's something that's realistic. Well, anyways, that is all for my top favorite shows. I will post links in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Again, I apologize about my looks, and I will make it up to you next week.